Now let's see this question. IEEE 754 single precision format is used to store floating point numbers. Then what is the value of a minus b, where a is the smallest number representable using implicit normalized form and b is the largest number representable using fractional form. A and b are positive numbers. So before talking about solving this question, I'll just tell you how IEEE 754 single precision will distribute the numbers representable. Now if we assume that this is the number line and if this is 0, right, so between 0 and 1 some numbers will be representable or will be represented using the fractional form. So what is fractional form? I told you that fractional form is when e equal to 0 and m is not equal to 0, right? That is the case. So whenever these numbers are representable by the case where e is equal to 0 and m is not equal to 0, right? And after this, again let us say this is 1, right? Again there will be numbers which will be representable using some other forms, right? Now all these numbers are actually represented by the other case where e is ranging anywhere between 1 to 254 and m can be any number, right? Now if you observe it, this is the way the representation has been done. Now this case where e is ranging from 1 to 254 is actually called as implicit normalized form, and this form and these numbers are actually called as fractional form. Now what they are trying to ask here is, what is the difference between largest fractional form here and the smallest implicit normalized form on the positive side, given a and b are the positive numbers, right? Actually the same thing will happen even on the negative side as well. Even on the negative side, between 0 and minus 1, some part of the numbers will be represented by the fractional form and the other numbers here will be represented by the normalized form, right? Now they want us to find out the difference between these two. In order to find out the difference between these two, you have to find out what is the maximum number represented using the fractional form. Now the maximum number that can be represented using the fractional form is, we have to write the formula and analyze it. So in fractional form, you know that the formula is 0.m into 2 power minus 126. Now we have to get this, in order to get the largest number here, I have to put all ones in the mantissa. Now if I put all ones in the mantissa, in the previous example I have shown you that this number is going to be 1 minus 2 power 23, isn't it? Minus 23. This number is going to be 1 minus 2 power minus 23 into 2 power minus 126. Now this number is what we are going to call as b, right? So what is b? B is the largest number representable in fractional form. Now we have to find out what is the smallest number representable using the implicit normalized form. Now I have to find out a. Now write down the formula that we are going to use for implicit normalized form. The formula is going to be 1.m into e power 1 minus 127, 2 power e minus, right? 2 power e minus 127, right? And now in order to get the smallest number possible, m can be any number, m can be anything. That is why we can directly put m is all zeros. If I put m as all zeros, this one is going to be 1.0 into 2 power e minus 127. Now what is e going to be? So in order to get the value of e, this one, right, so we have to get the minimum possible. Now the range of e is from 1 to 254, isn't it? So what is the minimal e possible? It is 1. Therefore 1 minus 127, so it is going to be 2 power minus 126. So this is a. Now a is 2 power minus 126 and b is 1 minus 2 power 23 into 2 power minus 126. Now this is the difference what we are asking. So the difference is a minus b. That is what we have to get. Now this is going to be 2 power minus 126 minus 1 minus 2 power minus 23 into 2 power minus 126. Now if you pull out 2 power minus 126 as common, it is going to be 1 minus of 2 power minus 23, right? So this one is going to be 2 power minus 149. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.